Hey folks, it's John. Happy birthday to me. Now, I've been building this fence behind me, and I've been using a screw gun to get everything in. And it's just gonna take me a whole lot of work and a whole lot of time to screw 1,000 screws into this thing. So what I did is got me a nail gun. And hopefully this is gonna save me a lot of time and a lot of effort. Now, this is the Milwaukee. Apparently this is made for professionals. You know, out here on the homestead, we don't buy the stuff they make, the suburban homeowner, because that stuff just breaks down. So we have to get the stuff that's gonna hold up to the rigors of outdoor life. So let me unbox this thing and let's take a look at it. So here we have it, the Milwaukee nail gun. Now there's gonna be a few things we gotta do before we use this thing. I've already read the owner's manual. We have to adjust the nail depth. We gotta make sure we know how to load the darn thing, and we've already purchased the batteries for it. And of course, you gotta own some nails. Now it's my understanding, reading the instructions, we can just load these nails. These are 3-inch nails. We can just load these nails, and then we're gonna pull back that little cocking lever, and that should be ready to go. So, we got an on button in the back, and this thing has 2 modes. You can either do a single nail, or you can do multiple nails, which means on the multiple nails, every time you put pressure on this thing, it's gonna fire a nail. On single action, you're gonna pull the trigger and you're gonna get 1 nail. All right, let's put a battery in. Let's see what we got. Okay, so start. So we got it on single. Let's try it. So you see how that nail's sticking up? We're gonna have to adjust that lower. Now, here's the safety tip. We are not gonna adjust anything with that battery in there. To release this battery, there are 2 tabs on the side, and we're just gonna push those in and yank this battery out of here. See that? Now we can fiddle with it. So this is the adjustment screw. I don't know which way it goes, but I'm assuming screwing it in gives me more travel. Give it a try. Okay, battery's in. Power's on, we're running hot. Took me a few adjustments, but I think I got it dialed in. See how that nail's nice and flush? So that's the single shot. Let's put it on this multiple thing. See what it does. That's scary. So one more word of caution. If you're gonna load nails, if you're gonna adjust the depth of the nail, if you're gonna mess with anything up front here, make sure you're pulling this battery out, okay? If this was your pistol, you wouldn't be putting on your silencer. You wouldn't be fiddling with a muzzle brake if this thing was loaded with a magazine of bullets, okay? Because that's how accidents happen. So be safe with this crazy thing. It looks like it's fun, but it could be dangerous if you don't use it properly. Got it? So we tacked in the other side, and we're just gonna level this out and stick another screw in there. See if we can't get it tacked up a little bit. Woo! That sunk it in. Now compare that to the time it would have taken me to put 3 screws in there. So this is going to be a time saver for me, and it's kind of a hoot to use. Okay, so you're probably wondering why we're putting the boards on the inside. Now the reason for that is this is a horse riding arena. So you don't want any of these posts sticking in. If the horse brushes you up against the post, it'll hurt your leg, or it can potentially knock you off the horse. So that's why the boards have to go on the inside. Now we still had to screw on the back of this corner to get this board in, but I think I'm going to try to take that nail gun and put a couple toenails in there, and that'll give it a little more reinforcement. But for now, let's get some more board rails up. This is the front side of arena, so we put a top cap on it to make it a nice entryway, because the gate will be up here to my left. So now on the rest of the arena, we're going to put it 1 panel higher, and what that does for us is it keeps the horse's attention in the arena, so he's not looking out towards the woods in case something happens out there to distract him from his work. So that's why we have this panel up high, and just this side will be the low side because that's facing the barn. Let's nail it in. So it looks like I finally got this adjusted nicely. Those nails are countersunk just perfect. Over here, I'm going to have to take a hammer, bang those in, except for that one. So we finished our fence using our new cordless nail gun. And I got to tell you, for those of you who do big projects like me, where you're nailing a lot of wood, this thing is going to be indispensable from now on. To have to screw all that in would have taken me 3 times the amount that it took for this nail gun. So get yourself one and get a good one. Hey, I appreciate you guys joining me on Hoof and Homestead. This was not a fence video, although that's what we did. This was about trying out this new nail gun. It's great. It's great. Thumbs up to Milwaukee for making this nail gun. I keep calling it Old Milwaukee, but I think that's a beer. If y'all enjoyed the content, please hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. I would appreciate it if you would consider subscribing. Helps the channel grow. We're gonna get to 1,000. We're gonna get to 1,000. So God bless y'all.